In 2017, a young woman named Samantha Reyes moved into a seemingly normal apartment in Orlando. At first, everything seemed fine, but within days, she started hearing sounds coming from a room that didn't exist on her lease or the floor plan. Samantha had just graduated college and moved to Orlando for a job in graphic design. She found a modest one-bedroom apartment in an older building, complete with a balcony and a small kitchen. The lease and inspection report made no mention of any extra rooms. For the first few nights, she felt comfortable. The apartment was quiet, her neighbors were polite, and the rent was reasonable. 3 days after moving in, Samantha was working late at night when she heard a faint tapping sound. At first, she thought it was the pipes or a neighbor, but the sound grew louder, like someone was knocking rhythmically on a wall that wasn't connected to any other apartment. She investigated and noticed a door she had never seen before. It was behind a sliding bookshelf in her living room, something she assumed was just a decorative panel. Curious, she tried opening it. It wouldn't budge. Over the next week, the sounds got worse. Soft footsteps in the hidden room, whispering voices late at night, cold drafts emanating from behind the bookshelf. Samantha asked neighbors if they knew anything about hidden rooms in the building. They shook their heads. "No hidden rooms," one neighbor said. "That building is old, but nothing like that exists." One night, she noticed the faint outline of a door frame behind the bookshelf, like someone had recently painted over it. Determined to find out what was happening, Samantha forced the bookshelf aside. Behind it was a small, dark room, about 6 by 6 feet. The walls were bare, the floor dusty. But what made her freeze was a small, hand-carved chair in the center of the room, facing the wall. And on the chair was a faded photograph of a little girl she had never met. Samantha's phone suddenly lit up with a notification. "Welcome back. We've missed you." There was no sender. The temperature dropped sharply. Her breath became visible. Then she heard the faintest whisper, "Don't leave." Samantha immediately moved out the next morning. She never returned. Later, she discovered that the building had been constructed over an old orphanage from the 1950s. A few former tenants reported hearing similar sounds, but assumed they were old building noises. The apartment management denied any knowledge of hidden rooms. Years later, a new tenant in the same building reported finding the same tiny room behind the bookshelf, and on the same hand-carved chair, a photograph of a different little girl, looking directly at the camera with a note scribbled on the back, "Waiting for you."